What's up guys, thanks for joining me for this week's video. Today I'm gonna kind of go through my workflow for how I edit videos. It's not really planned out ever, I just kind of go through the footage and let the edit kind of evolve as I go. Sometimes I pick the music beforehand, sometimes I don't. Music is honestly the hardest part of editing, at least for me, because to me that really brings your flight to the next level. I like to match the flight style with the music. You know, if you're nice and flowy, I like to have some chill music with some, you know, some chill beats. If it's a little faster, snappy moves, maybe get some more upbeat hip hop or whatever you want. But do consider taking some time to pick out good music, because that does make a difference. I'll be linking the source for where I get most of my music, and that's EpidemicSounds.com. It's just a matter of going through all the audio. There's a lot of different audio. You have to kind of just put aside some time and go through there and find music that you like. There is good songs on there, you just have to find them. There's other options, obviously, like Artlist. They're all going to be like paid subscriptions, but they all have free trials that you can try, so I suggest trying those out and kind of picking which one you like. So there's EpidemicSound, that's the one I use. There's Artlist. There's a few other ones, and I'm sure I'll just list them in the description below. And I have a few LUT packs that I've purchased. They range from $5 to $15 or $30. The LUTs are the lookup tables for basically the color grading of your film. That also, combined with good music, can really take your film and your edit to the next level. And it's pretty basic stuff. It's nothing too confusing or complicated. You just import the LUT. I'll show you how to do all that as we get into the video. So yeah, that's pretty much just a little intro, and I will walk you through all the different steps. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get right into it. So first things first is I will open up the flight file. Let's see here, I'm going to use an old one. This one's pretty good. So first thing I do is just go through the footage. Usually I put some music on and just look through all the footage from that flight or that day or whatever, and make note kind of the good clips, I guess. Usually I'll just put a little note in the name or change the name of the file. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you guys back here in just a little bit. Alright guys, so I've gone through these clips here, and I found some cool parts. I tend to try to find, so the clips I look for most of the time are just flowy, nice packs where I don't have like a 5-second clip in the middle of my flight that's a cool move. Even if it is a cool move and there's no like links to it or anything, like I don't fly out of it or continue the flow. Usually I won't use that. I like to have long, nice clips to kind of show the flow of the flight. To me, that's what really makes it exciting, is when you're in the zone and you're just flowing. So I like to capture that in my videos. So most of my videos have maybe 3 or 4 cuts at the most. If I can do one single pack, I will. So out of these 6 or 7 clips, I thought that 2 were pretty worthy. So let's go ahead and open up Premiere. I'm a graphic designer, so I've had Creative Cloud for, I don't know, 10 years or whatever, and so I've been ingrained in the Adobe ecosystem for years, so that's why I use Premiere. I've heard DaVinci Resolve is a great option if you're not trying to dump all that money into something that you may not need. And of course there's Final Cut Pro for Mac. Okay, so basically here's what I do every time you can see all my other movies. I'll start a new project. Let's name it Video Edit Tutorial. Okay. This is pretty much my workflow, how I have my windows set up. If y'all want to have, I guess, a tutorial about that, I can do that. Either way, here is my import video, or import window. Let's import all that footage that we went through. So it's basically, oops, guess I'm importing all of those, that's fine. Let me get rid of these. And then I basically just drag one of these into the timeline. That'll get the timeline set up with the right frame rate, the right aspect ratio, without you having to mess with it. First off, I changed the audio gain because off the bat this is going to be way too loud. So I tend to do these minus 25 decibels is an okay level. I like to have kind of sound from the GoPro in the beginning of my videos, and then sometimes I tend to end like right when I land, or right before I land I'll kind of transition the sound in. I like that, it's a nice little touch. But anyways, let's go ahead in here and start. I like to pull these down so you can kind of see the waveforms. After looking at these videos for a while, you can really tell kind of where, like I can tell right here is where the motors start, and then I'm gonna take off right there. So here, let's cut this here. I hit Q to cut that. And let's just see what we got here for the flight. So right off the bat, I don't like how quick all that was. So I probably won't even, it's kind of sloppy. Yeah, not a big fan of that. So I make a mental note. I don't like that start. So I can even just cut it there. That's decent. I'm okay with all of that. That was pretty cool. A little proximity. Okay, so this is pretty cool here. We can, and I think I show up here. I tried to turtle, it's not working. So I'm pretty sure I show up here with my drone retrieval stick. There I am. Okay, so let's get rid of basically this. I'm gonna hit C and cut the clip there. And then right before I get in the frame, right here, cut that, get rid of this middle part, ripple delete. And this could be kind of fun to just leave in. I don't know, sometimes I like to leave these little things in. So let's just leave that. You know what? I'm not feeling it. I don't like any of that. So what we're gonna do instead is try to use that crash as a transition. Get it just right, kind of in the middle of the crash. Oh, that's a little too early. Let's see right there. That's good. And then let's pull in the next clip. Same thing here, let's turn down the audio. So as you can see, I haven't even considered adding audio or anything yet as far as music. Cut that clip. What happened here? We had a crash. So I can kind of already tell this is definitely going to be, the music that's going to go with this is going to be a little quicker. because I'm flying pretty fast. No, that's not good, flying over those houses. We can delete that. So let's cut that here. And we got another crash, okay. Sometimes I like crashes. They can make for interesting content. So let's see what happens here. Ooh, missing a prop probably. Okay, so that's too bad, because if I could have flown away from that, it would have been neat to kind of clip this into here. So I'm going to show you an example of how you can kind of use crashes. Or let's use this one. So here, let's see what happens if I do this. Oh, wrong clip. Alright, so we're going to cut this clip. So this was the clip where I fell out of the tree. And what I want to do is have it cut so that when I crash into this tree over here, I fall out of a different one. And then if I did continue flying out of here, that kind of could have been a cool transition. As my prop was broken, that didn't really work out. So let's see if I can find another crash. Alright, so let's use that, because that's kind of crazy. This could be cool. Crazy crash. Let's import this one from a different flight, different spot. And then, of course, turn the audio down. 5. Let's see. That was right around here. Man, that was a crazy crash. I don't know if y'all heard that. It like wound up somehow. Wow. Okay, so back to this spot where I'm flying and I end up crashing into the tree. Let's use that here. Let's see how this goes. Oh, whoops. Not sure if this is going to work. We may have to tweak it some. Yeah, so that didn't really look great. Let's try it right when I hit the ground here. Might be better. That's okay. Okay with that. I had some funny... Sometimes the audio doesn't really line up when you do these, but... You know what? Oh, I spin the wrong way. It's not ideal. I wonder if you can flip this. Wait a second. Transform, distort, transform, pull that onto here. Ah, scale, here we go. That's why I couldn't see it. Alright, so then we're going to go and apply the transform to here and go ahead and change this to -100. And let's see if this works. Everything's going to be freaking backwards. You see how that transitions better. They're both spinning the right way. I'm not a huge fan. Maybe let's cut that there. Nope, it's better how it was before. Alright, so you see how that worked. And then I like to cut out fluff, so here there's just nothing happening for a few seconds until we turn that on. Ripple delete. And we're off. In another spot. And if I were to crash again, I could transition back to the other spot, which would be cool. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen here. Let's see. So I just land, okay. So let's get rid of that. Where are we at? 45 seconds? No, we need a little bit longer than that. I'm gonna try to make about a minute long video. So let's see here. It's got some motion there, which could be cool to use. So let's see what happens right when I place the quad down. Somewhere around here. Right there. Right as it taps the ground. Right there. Let's see if this works. Guys, most of the time I'm just kind of experimenting. A lot of times I get kind of lucky. But yeah, see, so that, I don't know, that works for me. It's interesting. It doesn't like, the key to having good transitions is that it doesn't take you out of the rhythm of the film. Sometimes having transitions at weird timings of the song can throw you off, and it takes you out of kind of the immersion of that flight. So whenever you can kind of seamlessly try to transition, it can definitely help the entire flow of the video. So, oh, and here we got a bunch of just fluff, so let's cut that out once it's completely still. Play through this right up until where I start the engines. And the color's funny too there, guys. This was shot at night, sunset, and this was obviously in the middle of the day. If you can match those up, that obviously makes the transition a little better. Here, we're just at about a minute, so this could be cool. This isn't an awesome flight, but let's see what happens. Oh, I crashed there, don't I? I do, okay. So that's a good ending, I think. Yeah, I'm stuck. I'm stuck, just give up. Alright, so I guess the first kind of process of my video editing is done. So at this point, I tend to find either I've got a song already or I gotta look for one. So let's just go into my music, no copyright. Most of these are from EpidemicSound, as you can see. Let's see what I got here. You can hear any good, so this is chill. That's super chill. Can already tell. this is the one we're using for time's sake. Where did my thing go? Give me my thing. Alright. Here's the song we're using. Drag that into the clip and turn it down. Turn the gain down, guys. You don't want to blow our ears off when we got headphones on. That sucks. So, let's see here. I forgot I just started off of a so that's better. That's actually cool. I like that. Apply default transition. And what I do first is I'll line the song up with the beginning and kind of right where I start flying, and just look through the whole flight. If I find something that sticks out to me or some part that is weird, I'll make a note of it and change it there. So let's see how this goes. And sometimes even pulling out the audio of the quad can be kind of cool. Okay, so right off the bat, I just got lucky here. This kind of first build up right there is just a hair early. I wonder if I line that up with the crash exactly. So let's find the beat. You can tell by the wavelength. That drops right there. So what I tend to do is just cut the clip where the drop is, and then I know that the crash is right here, so I'll just go ahead and align that with that transition, and see how that goes. I'm wondering if we can do something else. It's a little too slow there between that drop. Well, that's not ideal, but you all get the gist. I kind of like it how it was before, actually. Cut that out, and let's add a little transition or just the default to fade this music out. This in here. You know what? That works for me. Okay, what's next? Next we have, I guess we can color grade, right? Alright, so color grading. The way I color grade is I add an adjustment layer above all the clips. Well, we're going to have to do these separately since some were during the day and some were at night. So these two should be the same. And then this one in the middle will be treated a little differently because it's filmed at night, so I'll have to fix the color on that. So first, let's go ahead and look at this. So I like to look at the shadows. Everything, this actually is exposed correctly, so I don't have to do any editing as far as brightness or contrast. So let's just go ahead and add a LUT. How I add the creative LUTs is I go into the color correction, and you want to click on creative, and then right here under look, go to browse and basically pick my LUT. So it just applies it on its own. So here, let's go ahead and pick another one. So this looks a little sepia tone. That's not bad. But again, the one that I use a lot is this one because it's just kind of cool. I like the look it gives. Definitely a little cinematic. And then let's try this one. That's fine with me. That's how we're gonna roll with it. Let's see my intros. So I like to add a little intro here and there with just my logo. So let's go ahead and import that. All my stuff, got so much crud. Pull that in. And I keep this over the adjustment layer because if that's above, then you can see it changes color. So let's go ahead and see what we got. Also, again, I just freestyle this. I never really have a plan. So I'm kind of spinning in. I guess it could be cool if it was spinning the other way, right? So how many, let me get rid of this transition. How many spins is that? It's 180, 360, and maybe 90 more. So let's say 410. So let's grab this guy, bring it to the start of the clip, first frame, and then we will hit keyframe on rotation. Guys, keyframes and animations can be a little confusing. I suggest you look up some tutorials specifically for that if you need. I'm just going to show you kind of quickly here how I might do this. So set the keyframe there, and then let's move until we stop, which was about there. And rotation, what did we say, 410? So let's see which way this spins. Spins the other way, and it goes a little bit too long. Wow, the speed is almost perfect. But you see here, I kind of start to slow down. So let's change this from 410 to just do, I don't know, 20 degrees. And then let's add some ease in and ease out. So that's the effect that's easing in and easing out. So on the first keyframe, you want it to ease out, and then on the last keyframe, you want it to ease back into that. So that's kind of the process or thought process behind that. So I don't like the transition in the beginning. So let's remove that. Ease in. see how this goes. Should we have it go back? Let's have it go back to straight. So that would be here, and then straight there. There. I don't know. I did a whole flip. What the heck? Oh, here we go. There it is. You know, I'm okay with that. It was a little slow, so let's bring it back to like here, maybe. And then let's just fade it out, because that's what I do. And then let's see what this does. Actually, I had an idea for this. Let's make this black and white, because it is such a different day. Kind of ruins it. So Potato Jet has a good black and white one. Let's check it. Guys, there's no rules. Don't forget, you do whatever you want. That's why this is so awesome. After you've built your quad, you've flown it, you've got the footage, now you get to like, I don't know, now you get to create something that's completely yours. There's no rules, guys. You do whatever you want. I'm not in love with this transition there, but that's how we're gonna roll. All right, and then the last step I do is and guys, that's pretty much it. Once I'm done here, I'll just hit I, and then out. O for out on the last clip. Control M, and I export in 2704 by 1520. Constant bitrate at 100 megabits per second. Guys, if you want to learn more about that, there's a great tutorial made by Who Is Matt on YouTube, and he really good tutorial, really good at explaining things to people who are not as smart like me. YouTube, let's make a new folder, tutorials, because I don't know, maybe I'll get better at doing these and you guys will want to see more. I don't know. Video edit shoot 01. media encoder. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. I hope you learned something. Again, I don't ever really plan any of these edits out. I just go out and fly, try to have a good time, come in, import my footage, find some cool music, and kind of just go with the flow. I flow with my flying and I flow with my editing. This kind of keeps it from being repetitive. I don't want to kind of edit the same way every time. I like to have sort of consistent elements, like the intro. I like to have consistent, like a different way of treating the intro, and then of course my outro is a template that I just use every time. I hope you guys got something out of this. There would be no flight edit this week, but y'all obviously got to see a little bit of flying here in the tutorial. Stick around for next week's edit. Thank you so much for watching. Get out there and fly, and I hope you guys have an awesome week. Deuces.